Hey there everyone, it's GG Sober Sun here overlooking Crab Island in Destin, Florida. I don't know how much longer we'll have this view. It's right at the foot of the bridge here, and I think the city just bought this land, so hopefully there'll be a nice little park here, but who knows? October 24th, AA thought for the day. Fourth, I have turned to a power greater than myself. Thank God I am no longer at the center of the universe. All the world does not revolve around me any longer. I am only one among many. I have a Father in heaven, and I am only one of his children, and a small one at that. But I can depend on him to show me what to do and to give me the strength to do it. I am on the way, and the whole power of the universe is behind me when I do the right thing. I do not have to depend entirely on myself any longer. With God, I can face anything. Is my life in the hands of God? And I think, to use the old threadbare analogy of the onion, peeling away the layers of the onion, the longer I'm sober and not just avoiding alcohol, but a day at a time doing what I can do to... Where was I? I was interrupted by someone who wanted a lighter. I just don't happen to have a lighter on me these days. Is my life in the hands of God? Every day I don't pick up a drink, I'm in with a chance, right? But if I fail to enlarge my spiritual life, I'm in danger of having a relapse. And I constantly think that I've reached the pinnacle of my spiritual knowledge and or growth. And I am for this moment. But there's so much more that I can learn. I know so little about God's will, about what God's will is, and that conforming my will to God's will is the proper use of my will. And there's no end to that. And I have to just keep reminding myself that, you know. Meditation for the day. The grace of God is an assurance against all evil. It holds out security to the believing soul. The grace of God means safety in the midst of evil. You can be kept unspotted by the world through the power of His grace. You can have a new life of power, but only in close contact with the grace of God is its power realized. In order to realize it and benefit from it, you must have daily, quiet communion with God, so that the power of His grace will come unhindered into your soul. Yeah, and that's one area of my life that I think has been lacking, and that's quiet communion, that's meditation. And because I think I'm confused about what that looks like, and I've been searching biblical commentary and searching the Bible for meditation, and I know there's a passage in Philippians that talks about whatever is pure, whatever is holy, whatever is righteous, whatever is, the best kind of thing. Meditate on this, and I need to pin that down as well. But just to meditate on the concept of like God's omnipresence, in that God's Spirit fills every fiber of my being, and just think about what that means and meditate on that and set aside time. Now, I do have an app that talks about choosing a sacred word, and using this app, I was meditating at least once a day for 20 minutes, and they recommend at least twice a day for 20 minutes, but I keep it doesn't suggest you meditate on any specific thing, except when your thoughts begin to drift, recenter on the sacred word that you choose, which stands for your invitation to invite God in to do whatever needs to be done inside of you, which is pretty cool, really. So maybe I'll get back with that. Prayer, obviously I don't have this all figured out, so prayer for the day. I pray that I may be kept from evil by the grace of God. I pray that henceforth I will try to keep myself more unspotted by the world. I don't really know what that means. If at its face value, I might be able to use that to rationalize not going to meetings because they're not as spiritual as I am. Unspotted by the world. I think it means I don't have to involve myself in the rat race. That I can focus on the most important things in the world, and that is my connection with my higher power, my connection with my family and those in recovery, and my spiritual family, and just with all the people that God puts in my life. So I will keep coming back. I love y'all. Chin up, look up, aim up, and you will rise up.